Hey fellow DMs, today I would like to talk about not using a DM screen, okay? Before you make any judgments or whatever, why don't you listen to what I have to say, and then you may decide that, hey, that's something I would like to do, or you're just crazy, you're a crazy guy, okay? So here's how it came to me, all right? I was playing online, and there are a few differences online than playing at the table. One is you have cameras and everybody can see each other all the time on the camera. Okay, that's nice. I really like that. I much prefer doing that online than not seeing the people. I have to see the people when I role play with them. That's kind of just a rule I have because I don't think you can proper role play without seeing them. Also, the players see the dice when you roll the virtual dice. There's no hidden dice, right? So I got used to that idea and I incorporate that at my table. So I took away the DM screen. And here's kind of the reasons, okay? First off, I feel it's kind of a barrier between you and the players, right? You feel like a separate entity from them. I want the whole group to be in a shared imagination creating a story, not me being the boss man and them being the little peons that have to submit to my willpower, you know. I want us to all be a group about this. And it feels if the screen's gone, then I'm more part of the group. Then I'm separating myself from the group. I understand there's practical reasons for that, but we'll talk about that in a minute. The other thing is rolling the dice. I mean, you can fudge the dice behind the screen and that kind of thing. Well, some would say cheat, but you could fudge the dice if you wanted to. But I kind of like the dice falling where they may. You know, it's like fate. The story may go in a different direction than you expect. And that's really kind of cool. It's actually exciting that you don't know where those dice are going to land. And it makes it fun. I think funner for the DM than like, oh, I've got this story and it has to stay on the story. I will fudge this die roll so it stays on that story. Well, no, if you can't do that, then you have to go with it, right? You have to go with what fate tells you to do, right? So that's really fun and exciting, I think, for the DM. Now, the other practical reason about the screen is kind of hiding your notes. Well, first with the dice rolls, which we got out of the way. Next is hiding your notes. Yeah, so I can see that. I can see using it for that, or you know, they have rules on the back of the screen, which is very handy. So what I do is I have the screen nearby, and I just pick it up and use it if I need to look at rules real quick. Or I'll actually set it up on the table besides me. Maybe I'll have some setups or miniatures back there that are actually that the screen hides them from the characters, and they can't see that. So that's kind of cool. That you can use that. You could use it for that, right? You could use it to hide other stuff and not yourself, okay? And then if you needed to, you could look at it and see the rules instead of having it in front of you if that's what you needed. Also, your notes for your game, right? You might have notes for your game that you're afraid your players are going to see. But I generally have a notebook. I've got it like this, you know, in front of me, and the players really can't see it anyway. I mean, if you got a super nosy player, don't set them next to you. Put them on the other side of the table. Then they're not going to see it. So, you know, I don't have a problem with that, with nosy players trying to look and see what my notes. So, yeah, and my scribbling is like illegible anyway. So even if they did look, they probably couldn't read what I've written. So I don't have to really worry about it, you know. And I just like that connection with the group. I don't like having that barrier with the group. So I thought I'd throw this out there for the community. Try it and see what you like. See if you like. I know it's a big tradition for D&D in particular to have a DM screen, and there are reasons for it. But try this. Try it this way and see what you think, because I really enjoy it this way much more than using a screen. Much more than using a screen. So try it. Check it out. If it doesn't work for you, go back to the screen. If it does, you know, you'll have a new way of DMing and connecting and interacting with your group. So I hope this was helpful, and you know, for DMs, you guys take care, have great games, and if you like to craft, go forth and craft. You guys take care. Happy gaming. Hey friends, if you're not subscribed, subscribe. If you haven't seen my other videos, check it out. I have hundreds of other videos from crafting to DMing. Also consider my Patreon. I have extra content there for my wonderful supporters. And you guys go forth and craft and have great games.